Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Students, today we will learn about color code carbon resistor. First of all, we discuss definition, then we explain how we can find the resistance of color code carbon and how it can manufactures in industry, why we use it, and physics actually about how and why. So we will discuss here why we use color code and why we use color code carbon resistor. Let's start our lectures. So first of all, we will discuss about color code. What is meant by color code? Color code mean there are different colors, and I mentioned this color in this table, and you have to remember these color in sequence as it is. What are these colors? And these colors are black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey and white. Each color has specific value and you have to remember as it is. If I ask what is the value of yellow, then you will say its value is 4, and if I ask what is the value of white, then you call it the value of white is 9. Then how we can learn it, remember it with easy formula? I have a formula to remember it. The formula is बीबी रोए. बीबी रोए means in Punjabi बीबी रोती है. बीबी रोती है क्यों रोती है? क्योंकि गुड बॉय वेरी गुड वाइफ, अच्छा लड़का होगा तो अच्छी वाइफ होगी. सो वी हैव इजी फार्मूला बीबी रोए गुड बॉय वेरी गुड वाइफ and put the values in sequence from 0 to 9, and in this way remember the value in easy way. So the second term is carbon resistor. Carbon resistor means it is a resistor which is made of carbon, and the purpose of a resistor to resist the flow of electrons or flow of current. So there are different types of resistors. Here we discuss about the carbon resistor. The definition of color code carbon resistor is it is high grade ceramic rod on which thin resistive film of carbon is deposited. What is meant by high grade? High grade mean it is a high quality, it has no flaw, and ceramic rod, ceramic is a material, it is made of ceramic. Why we use ceramic? We know physics is about why and how. Then so why ceramic rod is used? The ceramic rod is used because it is strengthened and hardens even at high temperature, and it is also known as cone or substrate. And consider this is ceramic rod, and the page is thin resistive film of carbon, mean layer of carbon, and I rolled this carbon layer on substrate like this, and there are different colors on it. That this is black, red, blue, green, yellow, different colors, and now it becomes color code carbon resistor. Now we will discuss how we can find resistance of this color code carbon resistor. There are 4 points, and this is a color code carbon resistor. The 4 colors are mentioned on it. The first color or first band represent first digit, and the second color or second band represent second digit, and now the third band is which represent the number of zeros. It is also known as decimal multiplier. Decimal multiplier means number of zeros. If its value is 3, then we put 3 zeros. Okay, now the fourth band or fourth color is the resistance tolerance. Resistance tolerance means possible variation resistance, how much resistance can vary, and if the fourth color is gold, then resistance can vary 5%, plus minus mean variation, and if the fourth band is silver, then it can vary, resistance can vary 10%, plus minus mean variation, and if there is no fourth band, then we suppose the 20% resistance can vary. Now we are going to understand it with an example. The example is the first color brown, second green, third red, and fourth is gold. You know the brown color has 1 value, so we put first digit 1. The second color has 5 value, the second color green, and green has 5 value, and we put 5. The third color is, the third band is red, and it represents number of zeros. The red has 2 values, so we put 2 zeros here. it becomes 1500, and the fourth color is gold, and gold represents possible variation resistance. You know, gold has by 5% values, so we put here 5% with plus minus. Plus minus means it represents variation, how much it can vary, and we put unit ohm. This is the final result of this color code carbon resistor. Now we put this percentage into number. You can find 5% of 1500, and we multiply this 5% with 1500, and you know, the value of percentage is 100, and we solve it, it becomes 75. And it means if we add 75 in 1500, it becomes 1575, and if we subtract this 75 from 1500, then it becomes 1425. It means resistance can vary from 1575 to 1425. This is a possible variation in resistance, which we call it resistance tolerance. Resistance tolerance means variation. Here the variation is 5%. It means the resistance can vary 5%. If I discuss it in numbers, then it can vary from 1575 to 1425. So we can write second answer like 1500 plus minus n. 5% of 1500 is 75, so we put here 75. This is the second answer, and this is the first answer. In first answer, the possible variation is in terms of percentage, and in second, the possible variation in terms of number. Students, now we will discuss why we use colors. You know, physics is about why, how. Now we will discuss why we use color on color code carbon resistor. You know, different people belong to different countries, have different languages, and we can't read the Chinese or Hindi and many language. We have to develop an easy method to read this resistance. Even this resistor is made in Pakistan, made in China, made in USA, made in India. Every people can read the value of resistance. So I consider there are two people. One is Pakistani, second is Chinese, and Pakistani can't read Chinese. Similar, Chinese cannot read Urdu. If I give this question, find the resistance of this color code carbon resistor, both will find the same answer because both have this table. They know the value of different colors as it is, and Pakistani and Chinese both know brown color has 1, green color has 5, red color has 2 value, and we put 2 number of zeros, and gold has 5%. So the answer of both these person is same. That's why we use color. If it is made in Pakistan, then if this resistor is transferred to China, the Chinese person can read this resistance value because they know the value of this table. And if I write in Urdu 1500 plus minus 5%, they can't read Urdu. Color can be read. So this is a easy way to elaborate this resistance. Now we will discuss the purpose of this color code carbon resistor. The purpose of this color code carbon resistor is it opposes the current or it controls the current. In many electronic devices it mostly uses, like in charger, fan, computer. In many devices it is used because it controls the current in different particular devices. Now the question is how we can manufacture in industry. I put a link in the description. You can click on that link and watch how it can be manufactured, made in industry. Students, this is our today lecture. Now see you in next lecture. Allah Hafiz.